Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Hi everyone, welcome to Neverwinter.
Sorry.
Oh, you coughed and James disappeared. That's unfortunate.
You coughed so hard that James fell
I'm
off the
going to mute
screen.
myself. Go. I'm muted.
Help, I'm in the void.
Welcome to Neverwinter. On Die 20. I'm just going to say, just before we start, everyone should get their coughs out now because it's been a very fluid season. We may as well get them all out now. So, yep.
A very fluid season.
Yep, fluid, James. That's exactly what I said. And that's what I meant.
Nice.
Don't talk to me
Disgusting.
to me from a black hole and start saying that I said something.
Now you listen to me. Don't you talk to me to no void.
No, you're coming at me from the
When you're
vortex
in
of
no
parallel
void.
universes. Fuck you. Anyway, Damon.
Oh yeah, thanks for that. Jesus, it's gonna be one of them,
I'm
isn't
glad I
it?
scripted
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
It's going to be a session.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Cool. Who would like, not Jen, who would like to do a recap?
So we.
Oh,
Go.
dear.
I have a recap of the recap. And then
You were here last session, no?
Have a recap
and
of the
yeah,
recap.
and then but do you want to hear the recap of the recap?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, God.
Which
Bart died. Big something that it looks like carving, but I don't think it can be that. Main trade route, made camp. Magda Burke was made rude to her, so they fight. We want this. we go to town.
Are you having a stroke?
What the?
Jackie, do you smell toast? Are you
This is
okay?
how useful my notes are. This is how useful my notes are.
I don't know what even happened. I got mixed up halfway. Start again. No, please don't.
Don't go like you like yourself.
This. You know what? This is why I do it. This is why I write thousands and thousands of words for this.
Can I just say,
It all
my
makes it
first
worth
notes from
it
our
at this
session
point.
were really important, Damien. Although they weren't
Yeah.
related, except they were, but they weren't. My first notes were Santa's citrusy sack, loin-heated oranges.
Does anyone want to do an actual recap of last
I don't
session?
really want those.
So,
I did
How
actually
the
write
fuck you lot
important
have got 27
Also-
episodes in? I'll never know.
and somehow all the same characters, which is worrying.
Yeah, I know. No one's
That
died
is-
yet.
That's really
Yeah.
honest. That's
Close
fair.
several times.
So, yeah, surely James is in the party. So,
Do you know what?
Given our
I'm gonna do it.
character.
miracle.
Well,
I'm not gonna
I'm in the void, so that's a good start.
Oh,
Yeah.
stay there.
Probably abyss.
He's in the void,
did
just picking his new
Christmas.
skin.
All right.
Yeah.
We did.
Right,
Christmas.
who's doing the recap?
I'm doing it. We got back
Jenny's
to Jack
gender.
and Ben setting up camp, who had miraculously returned to consciousness. Prue, aka Riri's mum, asked if they could have a chat. And Riri told her mother about things that had happened, although not in like a huge amount of detail. We still don't really know what's happened with Luna or Elowen's family, because everyone's got another name. We went off to the tavern. Riri let Luna know that she might get caught up in family drama while we're here, as a pre-warning. We got into the tavern, and it was like walking into any tavern here that you tavern, because we have those pub where everyone starts talking, and it was really awkward. And then we found out that Ben's brother Anthony had told the whole town that he'd gone missing. And when we asked what was being made at the factory, the barkeep kept circling around it. And then Riri noticed that his eyes glazed over when it's never going to be written again, Soz. That whenever we asked about it, his eyes just glazed over. And we figured out that some kind of like memory altering / illusion spell had been put along on the town. and we couldn't get any information about the Palazars or what was going on at the factory. And I don't know what this is meant to mean. Riri and Magda ordered dinner, and then in brackets, pregnant cheese. I think that was me mishearing something, as usual.
No, I think it was Anne saying something.
No, I think
And
I
then
misheard him saying something about cheese.
And then Magda
I do not
took
remember
over.
pregnant cheese.
Likes mild cheese.
He's a
Oh yeah,
Toddler.
he likes mild cheese.
he's a toddler, basically. Is Rin.
No, I've had toddlers and he doesn't like mild cheese.
Bread and cheese.
So then a person walked in who had a limp and a big basket, which is important to me for some reason, which I think was one of Luna's relatives, but they didn't notice us. Blah, blah, blah. Then Rin played us a song to sleep. He stayed up to write and noticed that it was really quiet and there was no wildlife. Luna had an interesting dream while we were all sleeping, which I won't go into detail because that's a you thing. And I think that was it. No, it was not. Riri identified the frostlight, which had some interesting properties.
No, Rin did.
Oh, Rin. This is
Stop-
the problem
stop.
with Riri and Rin, is that they look really similar.
They don't, funny enough. There's a couple of letters involved that are different.
They do in my handwriting. It's awesome. Then we headed over to the Palazar Estate. On the way, we realised that the centre of town was weirdly quiet. There weren't like any animals or dogs, and the market was dead, and people were milling around rather than going about their days, which we thought was strange. And that was where we finished.
We got to the
And
Palazar.
I didn't cough once.
Got to the Palazar Estate, and the gates had opened with the automaton thing at the gate.
Oh yeah, the automaton let us in.
It did. So,
Yeah, because I
mean,
didn't
that-
have keys.
you didn't have keys.
Yeah.
We know exactly
Yeah,
which.
okay.
Without
We know
keys.
exactly which shelving unit they're stuck underneath. Back in the board laid bare.
I know which plant pot they're under.
You left them in a plant pot outside the board laid bare for no reason. Boys, I always keep my keys here.
Just in
Why?
case.
These are not the pub keys.
But some of
You
them
Where are they?
put
They're
your
under the
hand
doormat.
you put your hand in your pocket as you get to the Palazar Estate and you pull out the pub keys.
Shit.
So yeah, you were let into the estate after the automaton sentry confirmed who you were. As you head through the gardens, and some bitch appears and starts wailing at you.
The siren. The siren again.
As you head through the gardens, it's a mix of feelings, Benedict. You've not been here for a few years. And obviously you're here under circumstances that you don't want to be out here. And you're worried and you're sort of rushing. As you look around the gardens, they're not as tidy as they always were. All of the hedges were perfectly trimmed. The flower beds were perfectly looked after. It was immaculate. The garden, the house, everything else. Now you see the hedges have started to grow a bit wild. The grass has started creeping onto the stones. And it just, it's... You think to yourself, like, Mother would never allow this.
Yeah.
You carry on until you come and start walking up. So as you come up to the estate, you three will know this because you've been here before. But for the rest of you, you come up to the estate, you're met with, probably for some of you, minus Indara, like the biggest fucking house you've ever seen. Like, this is ridiculous. It spans like 100 feet each direction and back God knows how far. As you walk up, you see this grand balcony with these winding curved steps leading down to the courtyard where people park their wagons. You do notice there are no wagons, no carriages, nothing out front. It is bare. Ignore that map.
That's a ghost.
It's a ghost carriage. Ooh. It's the Black Wheel. As you begin to descend the stairs up to like, I don't know what it's called. Is it like a porch? Jen, you'll know.
A
Not necessarily.
veranda.
I won't say veranda just to be an asshole.
Yeah, all right. As you head up these stairs.
Is it on the outside of the property?
So the property's raised, and you like big stairs going up, and a big stone veranda outside the front.
Cool.
As you start walking up the stairs, Benedict, you, as well as like the feelings of sort of anxiousness and what is happening, you feel something different. And it's almost like it's coursing through you, like almost like it's in your blood or it's inside you, but almost like this ticking. You don't hear it, but it's internal. And it is constant. And it is the same pace, just this tick, 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 tick. So faint that it's just almost like in the subconscious of your mind, but the more you focus on it, the more you hear it. And as you walk up the steps, this amplifies the closer you get to the house, until you all find yourselves stood in front of these huge double wrought iron and wooden doors that is the main entrance to the Palazar Estate. If you're over.
Jack's gonna look at Ben and be like, Is it usually this quiet?
It's usually it's not right. The gardens. It's completely. It's been. My mother would never allow this. It's over. I don't know where anyone is. We need to
as we look around at the garden. Oh, sorry. Is there any like signs of tools that have been left down? Are there signs?
You can make a perception check.
Having cool.
The song was very loud. Then I don't know if it's loud for anyone else.
We're closer to the house, so the speakers
Yeah.
are louder on it.
Fucking hell!
Turn it
Just
down.
a
18.
18. No. There is like not even like a hand trowel left. There's no wheelbarrows. You see nothing. No gardening implements or tools. You've not seen a soul. And like the walk from the main gate to where you are now, it's taken you like just under 10 minutes. It's a big estate, and you've not seen a soul or anything to attribute to people being around.
Cool, got you. It looks like whatever's. It's been tidied away, but it's not kept tidy.
Can I go and try and look in one of the windows?
Yeah.
Like one of the ones either side of the door.
Yeah. So you go up and you go to look through the windows, and all you see is grey. You can't see inside. It takes you a second, but you realise that the windows, and you wipe, and there's a smear of dirt that comes off in your hand, and you realise that on the other side of the windows is a film of something which you can only imagine must be dust. And you can't see through.
And I don't know if anyone's been here for ages. This place is filthy.
Ben, exactly
You
how
take
long?
more than one of my cloths for this.
What'd you say, Dara?
How long has Benedict been away from home?
To this point, it's been about 4 years.
Okay. And how long ago was the last letter Ben received?
The last letter you received, Benedict, if you want to roll a history.
19.
19. Thinking about it now, it always took a little while for the family to respond. They're busy, they're always doing stuff, but you always got a response. Your last 2 or 3 letters, up until about 6 or 7 months ago, you didn't actually get anything back. You just kept writing.
With my superior knowledge of cleaning, would I be able to?
Is that a skill? roll for
Yeah.
dust.
Would I?
With advantage.
But on that, would I be able to look at the amount of kind of dirt and level of unkemptness and be able to figure out how long I think it's been since someone's been around that little zhuzh?
Dust aging. It's like carbon dating.
Fucking Magda Tuffins, CSI.
Fucking filthy in here.
I
in the dust.
I will say roll an investigation, but it's not going to be an easy roll.
That's good with the
But
minus one. isn't
because
it?
of your superior knowledge of cleaning, you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, I can. Oh my god, I rolled a 3 and a 19. That's hilarious. So it's an 18.
An 18 at your best guess, because you have no other knowledge other than going, here, that's a lot of dust.
Here.
It's been months. I would say you would get that.
Okay. The Magda's dusty sense. Months.
England.
Is that the new dark vision? Excuse me, I've got dust sense.
I know exactly
My dusty
who's
sense
walked
of
through here.
tingling. Months have passed since the last clean.
Oh, thanks, Magda.
That's
Thanks for sharing that.
In reality, all Magda did was walk up to the window, stroke her finger on it, and go, "Yeah, dirty that." Been ages.
in Evolution when they go into the caves and he's there like, okay, full. It's like that.
So that's canon now, right? Magda
Yep.
can taste dust.
My dusty sense.
And
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
this is
I
a
know
few
how old
days
that dust is.
I'll add it to your sheet. Be like dwarven stone sense, but for dust.
New skill
Right.
unlocked.
I'm a dust connoisseur, thank you very much.
You
I'm an
don't
anorak.
even like dust on you, and you just put it in your mouth.
Yes, but I know dust. And it knows me.
Okay, well,
That sounds
Ew.
gross.
Ben, what do you want to do exactly? Do you want to go in or?
Can we go in?
Well, yeah, wait for
Yeah, I'm
you. You got the
going in.
keys.
I don't
hasn't,
have
that's the problem.
keys.
Oh shit!
Yes, but there's a guard on the gate on the door. It's reasonable to assume maybe we should try.
We got in the gate. Come on.
Risen just puts her foot down from where she was about to kick the door.
Okay, just try it.
Has anybody knocked?
Should we just try? Yes.
Do you
I
knock
knocked
on your own
on the door.
house?
Yeah. Maybe.
You, Benedict, have never
Why?
knocked to get into your own house. The door has just always opened as you have walked towards it. Because there's always been somebody behind it.
Please make Ben roll to knock.
Door.
Make Ben roll to knock.
No, I'm not rolling to knock.
Nat one walked into the door.
Tries
I'm
to
gonna
knock
walk
and
up
ends
to
up
the door.
punching a window.
Acrobatics.
Knocks like Boris Johnson.
So what are we doing with this door?
I'm walking
Shall we
up
just
to
try
it.
it?
I'm
it
just going to
opening?
push it.
Yeah, you're just going to try and open it, yeah?
I mean, I
Yeah,
definitely
open
have
it.
no one else's.
You go up, and it's like these huge, like circular looped handles, and as you pull and twist and push, the doors start to open.
Is that Resident
Um,
Evil cutscene?
So these these massive, and they're heavy. Like, you're strong, Magda, but you're straining to push these open. like these heavy ironwood doors. They part with this huge groan as they open. Da-da-da. And you head inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benedict, I feel it might be prudent to ask if your family's in the habit of setting traps to guard their home.
Yeah, would they? Would we have traps? I don't think so.
Can all three of us remember? And go,
Maybe
yes.
if like the twins would maybe to catch me if there was like some sort of there's some sort of plot against me.
You had guards, lots of guards, now which you see none of.
Yeah.
But not traps.
I don't think there would be traps.
No.
Unless there
Can
were
you tell
traps.
Indara's traumatized childhood?
I'll just make a note for when I make your family home map.
As we walk in, can we hear anything inside the house?
As you walk inside, and like, to those of you that don't know high living, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, it is the biggest. This is the entryway to the house. You see directly in front of you. You see this raised bed with all these exotic plants growing out of a huge chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Polished marble floor. You see in the center of this entryway is this massive fountain with this huge, like, bronze cast dragon is the centerpiece of it. As you walk in, you notice that the air gets heavier. It tastes of, dust and just stale and old stone. Do you know what I mean? When like you go into an old house and the stone's all exposed and there's that taste and smell in the air.
Yup.
Like
As you all go in now, that ticking, Benedict, that tick, 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 it's more prominent in the back of your mind. Almost like it's trying to force its way forward. As you walk in and you look around, can everyone just roll me a quick perception?
That is
Oh, Jesus.
Had nice.
18 from Luna.
That is a 5 from Jack.
That was a 4 for Risen.
7.
that is
from
also
Magda.
a 4 from Benedict.
Look out, Jack, there's a door there, guys.
24 from Indara.
24 from Indara. Nice. So
Like,
Luna
that's
and
a
Indara, as you walk in and you see everyone else is just like looking around like this, like, whoa. You notice movement. Only a slither of it. You notice movement behind the fountain. And you two, you zone in, and behind the fountain, almost stalking, you can see them just over the cusp of the fountain. You don't know what you see. You see a machine. It's got an eye. They've got mouths. These funny little wings. And these sort of long, slender, mechanical limbs. And there you just see them watching over the back of the fountain, like trying not to move.
Does anyone else see
You've
that?
never seen anything like this.
Does anyone else see that? Or is it just me?
See what?
I see.
See what?
Sorry,
Fountain?
Yeah, it's been there forever.
No.
No, behind it. Get.
It's a lovely fountain. Could do with a bit of cleaning.
Behind the fountain, they have wings. Benedict, were your parents designing some sort of small flying mechanical bug?
Were they?
No.
No.
Like the rest of you now
Yeah,
see these
not
things,
that I know.
and you see them mostly because they start to hover up now, and you see these little mechanical wings like just flapping like really fast, like almost to the point like hummingbird wings, almost like you can't really see them, and they look like they're still, but you know they're moving because they're hovering. And now you see them. You see like. You don't even know how to describe them. These sort of, they're a human feature. There's a mouth, there's skin, but it seems to be mostly made of machine. As they rise and you see them, you see the eyes blinking and rapidly flitting between all of you. All of a sudden, you hear this crunch and this whir of metal, like scraping against metal as they. There's no other word. They literally implode, and they just shoop into nothing and disappear.
Ben, what the hell was that?
Did I recognise the faces?
Nope. You've never seen anything like this. None of you have.
Do they look like humanoid faces?
Nope.
Just
Okay.
Just skin and like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was odd.
what?
Yeah, I'm out.
Indara.
No, I feel like
Someone
this
else's
is a
home.
situation where I suspect that my mother would wash my mouth out with soap with great relish, but I feel like the situation calls for it.
I'm
Also,
honestly
yeah.
speechless.
Why would she
Ben,
put soap in your mouth and then
when-
relish?
I was going to say the same thing, Magda, actually. And I was just
Torture.
waiting for the
Ben,
opportunity.
when you were here, did they have automata just walking around, or?
Yes, and guards and, butlers and chauffeurs and maids and...
All right.
What a
stop,
prick.
stop
I mean-
showing off. Ben.
Is it?
And the kitchen
I mean,
staff
is it
and the stable
Ben-
staff
Ben,
and
Ben, I
the...
get it.
Is it possible that maybe they were working on something a bit smaller to watch people? I mean, those things were clearly watching us.
I think we just need to see if anyone's here and find out. Surely someone's here. And maybe
Benedict,
those things,
look.
maybe they're like a spying.
Look,
I
I
feel
mean,
like we
the
should,
slight bonus that we have is that Ben, at least you know your way around. So why don't you lead the way?
Yes, I can do that.
Be careful, though. I don't like the fact they had skin.
No.
That's very skinny stuff you've risen.
No,
Jack
Riri.
says
No,
to
really,
Ben.
sorry if I keep forgetting.
Jack says to Ben, "What's over this way?"
This way?
Where are you pointing?
So over that way, Benedict, you would know that side of the house will lead to the visitor's office, which is where your father would conduct meetings with people visiting. It will also lead to further into that. So that's the east wing of the house. So you've got the ballroom. There's a music room. There is the family solar room. Directly ahead, there would be the grand dining room. To the west of the house, you would find... Where's all my fucking notes? Yeah, you would find the treasury room. You would find Daphne's art studio. You would also find the kitchen and the servants' quarters and stores.
Benedict, you know your family is best. Where would we be most likely to find one of them at this time of day? Perhaps your father, would he normally be in his office? Or your mother, would she normally be entertaining or working?
Well, my father died a few years ago, and
Would your brother have taken his work in his office?
yes, I think maybe we should just shout around,
I don't think we should shout. Though.
see if anyone comes.
So you would also know, Benedict,
I don't know if that's...
the master study that was your father's
That's what I
office
used to do.
will be upstairs.
I know that that's what you used to do, but did you just see those things? I mean, what if there's other things in it?
I think we're being watched no matter what we do. So I think maybe if we shout, we'll find out what's going on quicker.
Yeah,
But we can go. Do you want to sneak and look all suspicious?
Well, right, look.
But it's not sneaking.
Okay.
We're just going to go around
We're not
quietly.
sneaking, we're just going to walk through the house.
If we start shouting,
Right,
what if something's happened to your family?
We could go best of both worlds.
What's through the other door?
Other side.
Which side? The other side. So that is the drawing room, the kitchen, the art studio, the treasury. Is then that wing
On the left. On the
on the
left
left?
side.
Yeah.
Quest.
We know.
And on the right was
Offices, ballroom, music room, the solar room,
Do you know?
and then upstairs.
North.
bedrooms, office, another ballroom.
Another ballroom. Slay.
Well, what?
Genuinely, though, what do rich people do with all these rooms?
Keep their balls in there.
They're just looking at them.
I think our best bet would be to go to the kitchen first. I know this sounds counterintuitive. We need to find Ben's family, but I think we should go to the kitchen.
So you can either go through this way, through
Food,
the drawing room,
Us.
kitchen,
Breakfast.
or you can go this way.
kitchen.
If anyone's here, because no one's living here without not eating.
Exactly. So if there's food in the kitchen and it is fresh and not rotting, then we know that there is someone in the house and we can search methodically. If there's no food in the kitchen, then we know that there is probably no one here and we are trying to find out what happened. I think we should start there.
Makes sense.
So Benedict, you would know that the fastest way to the kitchen is this way,
Then
and straight ahead.
This way.
Okay.
While we're walking, can I look for like disturbed dust, footprints, any sign of life?
So as you're walking, I'm not going to make you roll. That layer of dust that was on the inside of the windows coats everything. Now it's not ridiculously thick. It's not like inches thick. You're talking like half a centimeter to a centimeter, but enough that you see there are footprints. A lot around the fountain where you just saw those two things, just like these little sort of three-toed footprints just scattered everywhere.
But no human or dragonborn footprints.
Not from what you can see. So the kitchen is this door here. To the left of that will be the drawing room. To the right of that is the treasury room. Doing?
I'll walk in the
We
kitchen.
going?
Following Benedict to the kitchen, I think.
So but so you guys can open the doors, I think. So as you enter the kitchen, as you walk in, the first thing you're hit with, on top of this smell of dust that is everywhere, the scent of lye and copper hits you heavy. Benedict, you know that attached to the kitchen are the stores and the laundry room. You see the massive open hearth instantly in the middle of the kitchen is cold. There's no embers, there's no fire, there's nothing. You also see, sort of scattering about, you see one is like stirring a pot. The other one is like tidying implements around the hearth. You see 2 more of these creatures with their backs to you. You see one is sort of fluttering in the air. And as you get a better look this time, you see that they're geometrical in their shapes. So you see one is like almost 2 rectangles stacked on top of each other, these eyes and this lips and mouth. The other one is this like cube, all sporting these same sort of long mechanical gears exposed, like really spindly limbs that they don't walk, they sort of just like hop and bound and twist on as they move around, if they're not flying and hovering in the air. What are you doing?
I'm going to go up to the one stirring a pot. And I'm going to, as I approach, I'm going to lean over and say, "What are you making?"
So the one stirring the pot is this one. Where are you going? Do you want to move stuff on the map?
Uh-huh. No, I said that aggressively, sorry. Yes.
So as you speak, you watch as this thing in this not unsettling, but unsettling enough, yeah, that makes you sort of go, ooh. It moves, and as it does, it's like the limbs move, but the body doesn't, but it still turns to face you. It moves in this series of like jerks, and the limbs move in all directions. Like each joint is 360. And it turns to face you, and you see these like glassy eyes and these lips, and you see like the lips on this thing, they're wet with saliva. The eyes are wet as if you are looking into like human eyes. These are not, the features of this thing are not construct, but the rest of it is. As it turns to look at you, it doesn't make a sound, it stops. The other one that's like hovering in the air, hanging all the utensils, and you notice it's hanging the utensils in like perfect order. Like everything's in lines, all the ladles are together, all the tongs are perfectly together, they're perfectly spaced apart on the hanging bars above the stove. As they both turn to look at you, Magda, and you speak, that same crunching of gears and that as they just almost implode on themselves into nothing, and they're gone.
Can I have a look at what it was making?
As you look in the pot, you see that it is stirring, by your best guess, because what is actually in the pot is dried and mouldy. By your best guess, it was probably some form of stew.
This food's mouldy. It's just stirring mould.
And as you say that, and you look around the kitchen, you see the food laid out. Now, you see there is a layer of dust across the food. It is spoiled. It's not rotten to the point where, like, if you picked up an apple, it would, like, in your hand. But the food is shriveled and darkened and has been here for a while, all around this kitchen.
Benedict. All of the food here is mouldy and dirty.
I can see that. Yes.
And that thing was just stirring a pot of mould. You didn't eat mould when you lived here, did you?
No, unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately.
Because that would be
Which room's the...
Quite fortunate.
Which room is the laundry?
So this one is the laundry over here.
And
the food stores would be in here. And the door here leads to like a small staff dining room.
Okay. And Dara's going to poke her head into the laundry a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And just sort of have a quick look in there. Just see if there's any sort of sign of other recent life.
So
or
as you
trying to
open
clean
the
up.
door, the first thing that hits you is just this almost, and it makes you like reel back for a second. Just this pure stench of just lye and soap. Like this wall hits you and you're like, whoa. As you make your way in, you see clothes strung and hung across the roof on ropes. As you touch them, they tap. Like they have been hanging for so long and with starch on them that they are solid. You see a half-finished washing still floating in the tub, which is in now foul, stinking water that's gone stagnant. The clothes that you do see that have been like cleaned and pressed and folded on the side have the same thick layer of dust across them.
There's something else. When that thing turned around and looked at me, it had eyes. Like wet
I
eyes.
think that whatever happened here was sudden. I'd servants enough of my own to know that they would never leave clothing lying in water, even if they had to leave. They would take it out and empty the water. It would be a job too much upon returning to leave it.
It's like everyone's just vanished but all at the same time and no choice.
Luna's going to go
should
to the
take-
servants.
But I
as well,
mean,
while this is all happening.
but those things were doing stuff that servants would do, though, right?
One was cooking, one was cleaning, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
we don't know what they are.
I think we had servants like that, but I don't know with the faces. What? Damie, out of game.
Mm-hmm.
Those robots.
You've never seen... No, you've never seen anything like it. The construction, the material, the color, the faces. You stayed mostly out of family business because you were off playing with these two and dreaming of a life in a city and away from this place. But you know enough to know that your family, like that was Anthony's job. He was the prodigal son.
Yeah.
But you know enough that your family would never work in anything like this. You still went on the boring tours of the factory with your father. You moaned your tits off the whole way round. But you know what Palazar tech looks like, and it's not this.
Did any of the servants have names? I mean, they must have had names. But did you know any of their names?
Yes, I knew the names of all my nannies. And my butler.
Well,
A boy only has one butler, and he's called Joffrey.
if you know the names of the servants and you still seem to have servants here, maybe you could call for some of them.
Does it look like we have servants here?
Well, they're trying to make things as if you've got servants.
Are you like suggesting that these are the servants or something's happened to them?
I don't know. They have skin. It's weird. Their eyes are all. They had like human eyes.
Well, that's
And the
a
one that was
horrifying
stirring the
thought.
pot had saliva all over its lips, which is just, you shouldn't trust that in a cook, honestly, Benedict. Keep it inside. It's just gross. But it was just a bit odd. I didn't like it. It made me feel a bit uncomfortable.
I didn't like it.
I don't think any of us do.
But
I like it even
I
better
don't
if they used to
know.
be the servants.
But the
We
only
don't know
things here seem to be servants.
They've done that to my Joffrey.
I don't
everyone else who
know.
worked here. Ben.
What I'm saying is the only creatures that seem to be here now are servants. So maybe if you tried calling...
It's a
Call
very
the
big
servants.
place. Let's just have a look around and...
Does Luna
The
see anything
servants clearly
interesting
don't want
in the,
anything to do with us because they keep disappearing.
I think it's the next time we come across one. The next time we come across one in a place where you might have encountered a servant ordinarily, perhaps try the name.
Was there
seen?
was there a certain way that you would summon servants?
Everyone's got a bell in their room.
Silly boy.
Is there a bell in this room?
There is a bell in every room.
So you do see, as you say this, on the kitchen wall, there is a board with a series of bells that lead with leads that disappear into the wooden ceiling above.
I mean, could we hide in there and ring the bell and see what turns up?
Yes, I suppose so.
Benedict, you would know that in the kitchen, the laundry, the stores, and the staff quarters, there is no way you can ring the bell from, because why would they need to call themselves?
Oh shit, yeah.
Luna,
Yes.
Luna, as you head into the next room, that same smell, that stale, that blanket of dust over everything. As you head into this room, you see this is like it's a dining room for staff. It's a sort of a staff room. It's obviously where the staff ate, and they obviously ate communally because the remnants of whatever they ate last is still on the table, which is the same state as you saw of the food in the kitchen. Half-eaten meals laid out on the table, dust covering the knives and forks and the plates. The food is either spoiling or spoilt. You would know, Luna, that no staff actually, apart from a couple, not a lot of Palazar staff actually lived on site. Most went home at night and were only around during the day.
Mm-hmm.
They were not servants. They were paid fairly. And they were all, a lot of the local town was employed to work here.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ben's going to get slapped for the way he's been talking.
One gets the impression Ben probably wasn't overly aware.
A butler is a really well paid position.
Did you have your own valet, Benedict?
My own what, sorry?
Your own valet. Were you responsible for dressing yourself, or did you have someone to do it for you?
I usually pick what I want to wear.
This is why we
But
didn't
obviously,
hang out here
I've had
that
to dress
often,
myself
you know, right?
for 4 years.
Can you tell who sat here who's read loads of Regency romances?
This is why we all met up outside. You know that, right?
Ben, does that mean that you had someone dress you after you
Yes.
chose what you wanted to wear? Like a toddler?
Well, there's so many buttons.
You know what, Magda? When my brother is better, I will let you talk to him about his valet.
I don't remember you having a valet. Mind you, I was always with the children.
No, I
You
didn't have-
actually did need help dressing.
I did not have a valet because that is a gentleman's servant. I would not have a male servant, for I am female. And as a matter of fact, I didn't need a fit lady's maid.
No, I meant your
Well,
house. I don't remember your house having a valet.
My house? Well, you would never have met Paul.
Reason why are we hanging out with this lot?
Paul?
As this conversation is happening,
Yeah.
Jack has stayed in the kitchen and he's just gonna check the door that's behind him, and if it's unlocked, just crack it open, just a smidge to see what you can see.
Okay, so it is unlocked, and as you crack it open, you see inside the same dust and everything else. You see what is essentially an art studio. So you see the smell as you enter each room is overwhelming. As you walk into this one, or you poke your head in to have a look around the door, you just smell like the smell overwhelming of like linseed oil and damp earth hits your nose. You see these beautiful arched windows at the back of the room that, if you could see through them, would clearly overlook the rest of the estate. You see in the center, you see an easel and a stool is set up, a pallet next to it. You see more of these exotic plants all around this room. As you roll me a quick perception.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Just rolls the baby.
Oh
shit! Roll one.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, it's on his head.
Hey.
That's a 12.
That's how he got into breakdancing.
You zero as your eyes are scanning this room. You very quickly zero in on the easel, and you see, the remnants of a landscape portrait. Painted on this easel. What you see straight away as you see this is you see attached to the easel. You see almost like a small mechanical arm holding a paintbrush, just painting big strokes of grey across and across and across and across, and then going back up, covering this portrait. With a nat 20, you notice that with a nat 20, you do notice as these brush strokes are perfectly in time and do not falter and follow the same momentum and the same rhythm and the exact same stroke patterns up and down this easel as they move.
Oh
no.
I'm going to very slowly close the door on the studio.
That's too weird for me. That about.
I've seen this in an episode of Doctor Who. I'm not going in there.
Jesus.
And
that's what I was thinking of.
And Jack starts very, very quietly muttering a prayer.
What's everyone doing?
I'm going to start wandering back to see if I can find anything else. Did anyone go in this room down here, just below me?
I was about to say, should we just sling it open and have a look?
Sling it open. I'm going to sling that door open.
Sling it. After you, Magda.
So as you sling open the door, you're hit with the smell of just rot. And as you sort of walk in, Magda, you see that all the food in here is half rotted. There is mold festering. You can smell like an earthy smell from the bags of grain and wheat and stuff on the floor where they're obviously just wasting away. You do see directly in front of you in the floor is a huge trapdoor with these massive sort of iron hinges and handle.
Okay, I'm going to walk over to it and shout back over my shoulder, Benedict, where did this trapdoor go?
More storage, I think. Maybe underground passage? Secret passage?
Benedict?
Secret tunnel?
Ta-da!
Secret tunnel!
This is the first time you've been in this room, Benedict, in your entire life, you realise?
Whoa.
Would me or Risen know what this is? Or particularly me?
What? Whoa.
Roll me a history.
Me as well, or just Luna?
Just Luna.
Oh, I get advantage. 1.
Good, I
Did
got
you say
advantage.
advantage?
I get advantage. I got a 15.
A natural one from Benedict. Yeah, you've never been in this room. You used to walk in the kitchen, pick food up, walk out. You didn't care where it came from. You didn't need to know.
You don't know. Well, I'm going to open it, and I'm going to grasp hold of the handle and give it a good yank. Regret my choice of words, but that is what I'm doing.
Okay. So, what did you get, Luna? Sorry?
Oh, 15. I thought that was for me, sorry.
No. 15.
Oh, yeah, I got 15. Yeah.
You don't remember them ever talking about a trapdoor?
Okay, I don't remember being told about this, so be careful.
As you say
I
that,
will. I'm going to pull it.
Magda yanks open.
This is me saying it to the
as-
group as we look back and Magda's pulling it off the hinges.
One of the swords.
As you pull this open, Benedict just behind you, I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw as the worst smell you have ever smelled hits your nostrils.
Oh, I think
It is.
I used to care for children. You're wrong.
It is.
You know nothing.
As these almost
You know nothing, Magda Tuffins.
these almost visible fumes and just this pure smell of hydrogen and sulfide hits you hard, and it feels like the oxygen is taken from your throat, and you feel for a second like you can't breathe. What did you get on your Constitution?
21.
Ben?
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Magda, cleaning nappies for a very long time has clearly worked in your favour, because you very quickly managed to regain yourself and your eyes are streaming with water, both of you. As you turn around to look at Benedict, you, for a second, you can't breathe. And you can see, as you turn around, you see his mouth open and he's gasping for air. You, to the point where you start to panic. I can't breathe. And all of a sudden, these fumes disperse. You breathe in and you just fucking chunder everywhere. You feel sick.
Benedict, look at
You
this
feel
mess.
You feel sick. You feel dizzy. You feel faint. For the next hour, you will have disadvantage on pretty much everything. I'll tell you what you've got it. What it is as it comes up.
I'm going to go over and rub his back and tut. And just like, now look at the mess on the floor.
As you look inside this
New
trapdoor,
mess.
Magda, you see inside is just hundreds of potatoes, rotten and disgusting, like almost like a soup in a concrete well.
Do not go down there, you will die.
Yeah.
I remember
just
that now.
found
It's
out.
the potato
Slime
soup hold. I forgot that's where he used to keep the soup. Guys, don't go in there.
Well, this is
it's that
terrible
level of
potato
fancy, is it?
store.
Yeah, this is the potato soup room. Don't you
Yes.
have a potato soup room?
I have heard
They're
rumors
like saying
that
this
the
to
smell of
Riz.
rotten potatoes becomes poisonous.
Just
Rotten
so we're
potatoes
aware,
are fucking deadly.
Oh, they're foul.
Yeah.
Just well, that's the public warning that you're giving with this.
PSA, thanks for watching, everyone.
Benedict.
Rotten potatoes can kill.
The more you know.
Yep.
Benedict,
Also,
when this
also
house
a knowledge.
shit
Way to go.
channel.
It's death by
Rid
potato.
of background into order.
Now you know.
You must make sure that you sort this out. There's damp getting into your potato
Just
store. They should last months
just so
and months
we're
and
aware.
months, and these are mouldy.
Magda, I'm not sure this is the top of Benedict's list of concerns right now.
Well, this is dangerous, Indara. Look at him; he's just thrown up on the floor. Can't
Yes,
cook
I know.
with those.
Just,
I think everyone could fucking see that, Magda.
Actually, you know who
Get
would have-
that down on the floor.
Do you know who would have enjoyed
We're-
these?
we're like 3 rooms in and Ben's already losing it.
I am losing it.
Right, should we
Just
continue
just
exploring downstairs?
Just so we're aware, there was I think there's another robot thing in the art studio. It was painting.
Painting what?
Benedict, what did you say the name of your sister who liked to paint was?
Daphne.
Pardon?
Daphne.
Okay, Indara's going to go to the art studio.
Dara seemed to find his name.
Jack, as you get
No,
there,
he doesn't.
Jack is kind of.
I'm gonna kick the trapdoor shut when I leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I don't need to
Everyone
look
slowly
I don't need to be
dies.
anywhere near that anymore.
As you get to the door, Jack kind of looks at you, and he thinks that he knows what you're going to do. And
Just walk past you and got it.
It's going to go in.
Okay.
I was just watching the map and like, nope. As you walk in, Indara, you see what Jack is. So you see an art studio, you see, and like you can see from someone of this background who grew up in a house not too dissimilar to this, the architecture is very different. It's a very different city, Silvery Moon. But you can appreciate that this house would have been beautiful and would have had the finest of things throughout. And the class in which Benedict grew up in is not too dissimilar from your own. You look around, you see the easel, you see the palette, you see everything else, and then you focus in on the easel as well, now that Jacqueline's pointed it out. And you see the same thing, just almost coming out of the wood of the easel is this small arm holding a paintbrush, and it's just this mechanical sort of up and down, painting grey over this portrait.
She's just going to go. I'm so sorry. I'm looking for Daphne. Do you know where I might find her?
No response.
Nothing happens.
No.
She's just going to get a bit closer and just have a as close as she can get, basically, and just have a look.
So as you get closer, you see it is just a singular, like a piece of metal, then a joint, then another piece of metal. These gears sort of inlaid along that are slowly clicking in this perfect sort of tick, 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 as it moves, just stroking this paintbrush. And it's almost like it's embedded into the easel.
Is there anything she can see on the easel to give any indication of what's making it run? Somewhere to wind it up, or a power source?
You can roll investigation. You can roll investigation or Arcana, your choice.
Oh, which one am I better at? I'll go investigation because I'm better at that. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? No. It's just moving. You, not to the extent that Benedict did, you had Palazar automatons in your home. Actually, most of the wealthiest families in Faerun have Palazar automatons in their home, in their grounds, as their staff. This is unlike tech you've seen. You have no idea how this works. This is weird. And with a dirty 20, it's not weird because you don't know what it is. It's unnerving. The creatures you saw, this arm, the way they move, the way they seem to work, the way this is like, and with the 20, you notice what Jack noticed, that each stroke is in the same place, up and down. The paint never runs out. And it just carries on. The flick of the mechanical wrist is exactly the same every single time. And it's unnerving.
I don't like this. This is... Well, thank you for your help. Just gonna be.
I mean,
Ghost.
I did warn you.
On it, though, is it?
Well, I know, but I worry that what we have. I worry that these are what is left of Ben's family and his servants.
Yes.
And the thing is, a lot of the servants didn't live on the grounds.
Well, no, but the ones who did live here. I worry this is what is left
there
of
wasn't
them.
that many.
But also,
I've not come across that many funny little things either.
But also, what if all of this is meant to just be the simulation that the house is still working?
Well, it could also be like another, like
Doesn't matter whether they live it or not.
invention or something that to take over for human helpers and stuff, or it's gone wrong. It could be anything. We just jump into conclusions, and it's not exactly great to assume that the worst has happened to Ben's family.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, so far it doesn't look like there's anyone here.
Oh.
So, if there's no one here, then why? No,
it doesn't mean they're all dead. It just.
No one said that.
They might have just gone.
They're all dead, aren't they, Damo?
We haven't found any bodies, have we? So...
Yeah, I'll just tell you everything, shall I? Fuck this.
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
I'll be back in
think
5. I've got it going.
Ben, I think what's confusing is obviously if these are meant to be servants or help, why are they helping when there's nobody here? And forgive me, they're not exactly helping very much because the stuff is mouldy, the stuff is unkempt.
What if they think they are still helping?
That's
They're
it,
going through
exactly.
the motions, aren't they?
I don't
That's it,
recognise
exactly.
any of them.
Well,
Did you recognise any of your servants by their eyeballs?
No, but, that's not our
you weren't allowed to
technology.
look at me, darling.
Stop it.
They didn't have eyeballs.
Look,
That's what's so unsettling.
do you think it might be wise to just concentrate on the places that your family would most likely be?
Yes, I think we've probably wasted a bit of time over here, but
But we also have a backup if we don't find anyone here.
what do you mean?
Luna.
Well, if they're still there, then they could tell us what the hell happened.
Who?
You don't have to come if we do that.
No, because they won't. No, well, okay, they recognize you, but if it gets to the bottom of finding out what happened to Ben's family, I think that's more important than my
I
trauma.
think we're here. Perhaps we should pop around a little more, see if we can find your brother's office. Ben, maybe there was some paperwork, some deal he was working on that might give us a clue.
Yes, I think we should head there.
And that'll be our last resort, Luna, okay?
Thank you for offering, but we'll be able to work this out, I'm sure.
But if there's nothing here, we're gonna have to find answers from someone, and we know that at least she's still going. So we may as well look around and see where it comes from there, type thing. When it comes to.
So you would know, Benedict, that the master study, which was once your father Edmund's, is now Anthony's, since he's taken over the business, is up the main stairs to the left.
Why is moving yourself nowadays on this really hard?
Yeah, check this door as we go past it as well, Damon.
I was going to say,
You can't go
I'll
through
check
walls.
the other one.
Yeah? Okay. So Luna, as you open the door,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the house is so big.
you see, and you have been in here before. This is what the Palazar's called the treasury room. and you see these like rows of glass cases lining this chamber, and you know that they house these artifacts from all over Faerun that the Palazars have collected. It's a private museum. I've only put it into piss channel.
Funnily enough, I had a feeling.
In the center of this room, you remember and now see again, like these cases now, you can't really see inside them because they're covered in dust. You see this huge brass orrery that once turned and moved and is now perfectly still. You know, Luna, from being here before and spending time with Benedict, that this is an orrery of the planes of just the planes of, oh my god, words. I've just lost the words.
Planes of existence.
Existence.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
That'll do.
I just went, but now you see that where they would once spin and move amongst each other, they are sat still, covered in dust, apart from one, which as you look, you see another one of these creatures. You see this one hovering above the orrery, a cloth in hand, just polishing one of the planes on this huge bronze model.
Could I attempt to use bend on the creature to see if I can feel anything happening? Can I make it flick a limb or something? Just
try it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you go to attempt bend. Nothing.
Cool. Just making sure, wrapping that one up. What do I reckon?
Can I see what kind of cloth it's using? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
It's
god.
just a rag. It's just a rag, Magda.
I was
Just any old rag?
Serious?
No, go on, sorry.
Do we know which realm it is polishing? From a glance?
You wouldn't know from where you are.
I'm going in. I'm going to sneak in and try and get a better look at the realm.
Okay, so do you want to roll me a stealth?
I'm just going to stand in the doorway. I'm not going to go in.
What are you looking at?
No, I'm not.
Where did that go? That's behind my desk. Let's see.
That's behind the desk.
16.
16?
10 plus 6, 16.
So yeah, you sort of slink into the room and you dip behind one of the cases, and from where you are now, you look over and you still can't quite make out.
So I will keep sneaking around.
Still can't see it.
I'm gonna keep
This thing is flat.
Yeah.
And it's high up in the air.
Oh, could I attempt to stand on this?
That's going to be. Give me just a straight dex.
19.
19. You.
Nope. Wait,
I mean, you're watching from the door, Magda.
16.
16.
16. The dex save for some strange reason.
From the door, Magda, you're watching this, and this is quite impressive. This thing is just back to you both, still polishing this thing, and you watch as Luna sort of like dips down, sneaks along the side of this, and then with one just like a small deft hop is on top of the case. Do you want to roll me a perception?
No.
Or investigation, your choice.
I can't do investigation, I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because that was 11.
11.
It was 12 minus 1, so if you
You're
want to count the
still
12.
You're still not quite close enough.
I'm going to leap down and just look at the damn thing. I'm sneaking still, but I'm just going to go like...
So you basically, like this bit here, like the outer ring of this is like raised off the floor by about a foot, and is like, and then inside of this thing is like what the orrery sits in. So you just like hop over onto the edge of the orrery, and this thing is now like feet away from you and still hasn't noticed you. Roll me another stealth.
Fuck. This is where it's going to go wrong. Oh. 23.
Carries on polishing. And as you look over and you see what it's polishing, you see that out of the multitude of planes on this thing at different heights and levels, you remember vividly its span, and it was glorious, and it caught the light from the windows. You see that the only one that's clean, the one that it is polishing, and it is perfectly clean, is the plane of law.
And with that, I'm going to slowly back out of the room. Back over.
Okay, roll me another stealth.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to go to here to make it a thing, so you know where I'm going.
Okay. Yeah.
9 plus 15.
15? Yeah, fine. You manage to you hop down and sort of quickly scurry back behind the case and then bolt it to the door. And this thing is just still cleaning. Completely unaware that it ever had company.
Shut the door and I go.
When Luna comes out. Sorry, keep going.
No, I was just going to shut the door and look at everyone and go, next.
When you come out, I'm just going to go, oh, that was very good. You know, the jumping on the...
Thanks.
The little hop. Did you happen to notice that it was using the wrong sort of cloth on that?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I wanted to see what brand it was for you. Because that's why it's important.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, but I could see from here it was using entirely the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's like a dust cloth. It should have been a polishing cloth. You know?
Well.
It was also polishing the realm of law. If I just want to let everyone know that. That's something anyone knows.
Can we stop polishing cloths and...
Find my family.
Oh, let's go.
I thought that might be relevant. It's the only one it was polishing the whole time.
The realm of
Does
law.
that actually mean anything?
Jumping.
The plane of law.
The plane of law.
The plane of law. Are there lots of sort of guards there then?
That's creepy.
As this was happening, Risen, you open the door into the drawing room. So this, as you open this sizable room is now just sort of a gallery of dust and unkempt. You see these velvet-lined chairs in like this lovely little semicircle around a very cold hearth. There's no fire, there's no embers, there's nothing else. You see the windows here leading outside are covered with that same film of dust. You see none of the creatures in here, but you see nothing else. It's almost like you see no footprints in this room either. Like you look down at the floor.
Completely undisturbed.
Yeah, like fresh snow.
Worst kind of fresh snow.
No,
This is the first room we found that hasn't had those tiny footprints, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird. Hey, Ben, who used the drawing room?
Fucking Benedict's gone.
Well,
As you turn around and you say, hey, Ben.
Oh.
As you turn around and say, hey, Ben, he's not there. You can't see him.
Can I help at all? There is. I might recall from being a child around here.
No, it's just there's no footprints in here. None of the stupid tiny three-toed thing. Like, this room has been completely untouched. Don't know if that's relevant.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if my thing was relevant, so everything's relevant at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go find Ben before he does something stupid.
Can't close the door again.
Thanks, guys.
Benedict, as you head up the stairs, you see lots of these tiny footprints up and in both directions, up and down the staircase. As everyone else catches up to you, I'll move you over. You all arrive on the first floor of the Palazar Estate.
There are rooms we haven't explored.
We'll
Hey.
get back to it. I promise we'll go back.
As you all get to the top of the stairs.
I can still move
So
I
the
want to
Palazar.
look at their little
That's really
museum
weird.
and see if they've got any fun stuff that can be
Ben,
jeweled over.
Oh no, we need cash.
roughly
Come
on
Yeah.
roughly on average, how many staff worked here?
on.
Why is there 2 Benedicts?
I don't know.
Is there 2 Benedicts for anyone else?
No,
Yeah.
I can
Hang
use
on.
Ben
You're
still
seeing
though, which is
double.
weird.
I'm just going to refresh my page because I think something's gone on.
I have 2. I think. No, I don't.
Right, there, they've gone now. Right. Oh, cool. Sorry, Jacko, what did you say?
Yeah. I asked roughly on average how many staff worked here.
Benedict, you weren't sure. There was
100?
a lot. Ish.
150? I don't know.
At least more
There
than
were-
12.
There were staff for everything. There were always staff milling around. This is what you remember. Like, you could not walk out of one room to another without seeing a staff member of some form.
Yeah.
You actually think you think to yourself that all these questions, every time you've been asked this question, how many staff? How did we call servants? How did we do this? The first name that has sprung to your mind every time is Anthony would know that. Anthony would know that.
And one more question for Damien. When we were walking up the stairs and you said that there were lots of these little tracks,
Mhm.
did like how many roughly how many little rows of tracks are we talking?
Do you want to roll perception?
Yep. 12?
Lots.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't figure out. They overlap to the point where
Sure.
you can't figure out an exact number. You don't know
But
if it's lots. You don't know. It might be 3 or 4 that have just run up and down the stairs loads and loads of times.
Cool.
You're not entirely sure.
Do they seem like they're in quite neat rows?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Good question, though.
Hmm.
As you all reach the top of the stairs, Benedict, you would know that off this direction is the family wing, the bedrooms. You would know that through this door here and to the left, you would find the master study.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I can't get in.
oh
I
God.
can't get in.
Okay.
That's not...
Can't get in.
Jackie malfunctioned there.
Everything malfunctioned. The music went up.
So
Yeah.
you would know it was this door. My music stopped for some reason. Sorry, I think it's because I refreshed. You would know that this door leads to the master study, and this door over here leads to your now mother's,
Yeah.
which was your mother's and father's bedroom.
Shall we go into the study?
We've lost her.
Oh dear.
She's frozen.
Yes, let's go in the study.
I mean, at least it's not like the worst
Good
conversation
idea.
we've ever had.
Good idea.
Uncanny.
Jackie's back. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, I did freeze. I could hear all of you.
So are
Where are we going,
you?
Jack?
Am I? I want to go
Sorry.
to study.
Gonna go in study. It's this door here. All right.
Yes.
Where are you? Are you under someone?
The door.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ben's under.
You were.
Be the first time.
So as you open the door into the study,
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Oh, that's such weird. That's so weird.
they're so weird, aren't they?
Oh,
So this
their
this
eyeballs.
once your father's office, and like you remember your dad. He was firm. He was a businessman, but he was always fair. He didn't rule with an iron fist. He wasn't a horrible person. His office was like a place of warmth for you. You could go and see your father. As you walk in, it feels cold and empty. You see this grand desk sits like off to the end of the room, the windows behind it. To the left, through the other door, you would know that there's like a withdrawing room in there with a small balcony where you would entertain guests after business deals and stuff like that. As you walk in, you see two more of these creatures. You see one of them is, again, polishing this glass case that you see to the side here. And doing a terrible job of it because it's still covered in dust and stuff. It's just polishing one spot in this circular motion. You see another one arranging papers on the desk, but arranging them all into like perfect size order. So all the envelopes are together, all the parchments are together, all the scrolls are together. And as you walk in, you see that it's actually trying to stack scrolls on top of one another, and then they're falling, and then it's starting again, and then it's falling, and then it's starting again, and then they're falling because scrolls don't fucking stack in a tower.
Who are you?
As you speak, they both turn around. You see this weird fluid of movements as they turn to face you, this grinding of gears, and shoop, gone.
Yeah.
When they shunk and go, is there like any expression with the eyes or the mouth? Is there like a look of surprise or... No.
The eyes blink. They move. The mouth moves. There's not a look of surprise. There doesn't look... No. Considering they implode into like a spot of nothing, there's no pain on their face or anything. They just gone.
Weird.
I was making this go in. This is going to freak them all right out.
Horrible. I think what we don't like is, let's admit it, we're all thinking exactly the same thing as well.
That my whole family is dead. That's it, isn't it?
And they've been turned into little
like creatures.
I was going to say that depends on the definition of dead.
As these things disappear, and you step into the study, Benedict, you see on the desk the only thing that isn't stacked and is open. You see your father's brown ledger open in front of the chair on the desk. And just there, we'll take a break.
This is
We're going to
stressful.
make coffees and shit.
This is actually terrifying.
In that order.
It's horrible.
That's how it normally goes, isn't it? Coffee, then shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you entered the study. Saw two of the creatures. They've disappeared. And Benedict, the last thing you saw before we went for break was a huge, like, leather brass-bound ledger open on your father's desk. Well, on Anthony's desk, sorry.
Can I read it? Or can I just have a look at what it's open on?
Mm-hmm. So, as you head over to the desk and you pick up, are you picking it up or are you just looking at it on the desk?
I just want to look at
it. So you see, it's this. It's been around since your father. This book has always been on the desk. It is. You've never quite known what it was for. It was just your father's book, and he was always writing in it. As you look, you see the pages that it's opened on. You notice two things. So the contents of the ledger, you see the pages it's opened on is divided into sections, and you quickly realize that these sections are for your family. You also see that all of the handwriting on these pages of the ledger is Anthony's handwriting, but it's not the same. The style and the calligraphy is lost from his handwriting. It's more, the angles of the letters are more perfect and more sharp and more in line. It's almost akin to, it is still Anthony's handwriting, but it's almost akin to he could have typed it. Sorry. Shit. You see the first section part of the page as you look is dedicated to Edmund Palazar, your father. You see his name written, and then across his name you see a single thick black line has been drawn. Below it, you see a note in Anthony's handwriting, sort of. It says, variable terminated, legacy preserved in the foundation, equilibrium maintained. As you read further down, you see below that, you see it says Violet Palazar, which is your mother.
Yeah.
Her name is, yeah, I know. Her name is not crossed out, but next to it, you see a series of notes, but you're not entirely sure what any of these notes mean. Next to your mother's name, it reads primary anchor, emotional variance 0.04%, integration at 98%, status stable. As you continue to read through these pages, you see the names of the rest of your siblings. So you see Daphne, you see Eloise, you see Francesca, Colin, Gregory, Hyacinth. Each of their names has a heavy horizontal line through it. Beneath each crossed out names, you see a series of notes. Again, you don't know what they mean, but the ones you see, they say component 03-D, sentinel 04-E, processor 05/F, and so on. You see underneath these notes, you see the things that you remembered about your siblings. So Eloise's swordsmanship, Daphne's art, the things they like to do are all written. Their personalities, their hobbies, their loves are all written underneath each name, all crossed out, and all listed as the same thing. System noise - redacted. As you flip the page and you come to the last page that's got writing in, you see only one name: Benedict Palazar. Apart from your mother's, it is the only name in the book that is not crossed out. Below it, there are no component, none of these dashes and numbers that you don't know what they mean. It says one single sentence. It says the fulcrum is absent. The equation remains. Bring him home.
I think we might need to leave.
What do you mean?
Why?
What's it say?
Everyone here, I think my siblings might be dead.
This is more reason to stay, to find out what happened, yes?
He immediately run
Anthony-
to Ben's side. Take his hand.
It sounds like he's after me.
Anthony.
What?
Why?
Read this page. There, my father is crossed off. It sounds like his death might not have been an accident.
And all of your siblings are crossed out too. Where's your mum?
I don't know. It says status stable. I don't know what that means. Primary anchor.
I mean, what if she's somewhere in the house, though?
It could.
Well, her room's just across the hall. Should we check?
Luna will run across to the room. Just after hearing all that, she's going to run across.
Okay. Benedict, can you roll me an investigation? As you're still looking at the book.
Okay, that's better than it could have been. That is a 13.
Nice. As you're staring at this last page with nothing but that one sentence and your name on it, you notice that next to your name on this paper, and like this paper is good paper, it's like vellum, it is shiny, it is well made. You notice that next to your name, very faintly, there is a glowing blue thumbprint that you just notice as the light catches it through the windows.
Do I know, like, can I tell if it's Anthony's? Or,
I mean, I could
if
say
it's
you could
magical, or-
roll for it, but I mean, you're not going to know everyone's thumbprints. It's going to be a high DC if you want to roll.
You don't know our family.
Going detective mode.
Everyone's gone
after
full
sitting-
CSI this fucking episode. Gets that fingerprint dusting kit.
Oh, it's going girlfriend.
Ben's pulling out the Batman skills.
I've got my microscope.
I mean, it's up to you. You can either put your thumb on it, you can try and figure it out.
Should I put my thumb on it? Yeah, I'll give it a little.
Okay.
As he's doing it, I'm going to say, "Oh Jesus, Benny, you should." Oh.
Who's Jesus?
Wait.
We're
You
supposed
think
to
I
do
should
stuff like that.
As Benedict, as your thumb presses against the paper,
Oh.
the rest of you now see this blue light sort of shine from around and under Benedict's thumb as it touches the paper. Benedict, you feel pain, but it's not pain. It's this shock up your arm. And at first you feel like it's pain. You go to pull your thumb and your thumb doesn't move. And then you stop. The panic subsides. And you watch as this sharp, sort of crystalline spark, almost like a miniature lightning bolt, but with these perfect rigid angles, shoots across your hand and up your arm.
Ah.
And for a moment, your heart skips a beat, and you sort of grab your chest, and you start to feel it pumping again, and it stops for about a second, and you think, like, genuinely, this might be it. When it restarts, you can feel the beating. Your thumb's still stuck to this paper. You can feel your heart beating in your chest. It's in time with the tick. That tick that's been following you around since you stepped onto these grounds. Your heart is beating in that perfect tick, 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 tick.
Oh.
The ledger...
Annoying.
The ledger begins to vibrate underneath your hand. But as you look down, the room is gone. Risen, who was stood by your side a second ago, is gone. To the rest of you, Benedict's there. You see that the pages where there were the writing about you before has disappeared. These pages start to vibrate. You see almost like a map of your house rises from the book, and the lines and angles of this sort of like humming energy that builds up the walls and the doors and the things in your house are boom, 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 along with your heart and that ticking. And it feels, but you're not panicked. For the first time in your life, you actually feel the opposite. You were the only one in your family that was born with this magic. You were born as a sorcerer. Your whole life, people told you, people are just born as sorcerers. And it's been confusing. It was hard for you to figure out your magic when it should have been natural. And for the first time, it's almost as everything from your heartbeat to the page to the ticking in your head. This isn't chaos that you've been used to your entire life. It's almost like everything aligns perfectly and synchronizes. The static in your head was never noise. It was more of a frequency. You look at the map, you look around, the room returns around you, except now you see through the walls. You feel the house around you, still hearing that in your chest. It's the rhythm, the same beat every single time. You feel Colin in the straw-scented dark of his room with whatever he dragged in from the woods that day. You feel Daphne sat downstairs painting a picture. You feel the twins running around the house, chaos everywhere, your mother chasing after them or the nanny chasing after them. And you look down at the page again and you see that word, fulcrum. And you don't know what it is, but you know it's something to do with you. And the book releases you.
Did anyone else notice that?
Notice what?
Notice what?
Everything kind of flashed, and can you hear this ticking? It's kind of like, maybe it's just me. But I feel I feel the house around me as it was, you know? I think there's hope here.
Hope's good.
Perhaps we should go in to check on your mother.
So, whilst all of this was happening, Luna, you headed into the bedroom. So as you open the door and you walk in, you see it is you never in here. Why would you? But this
feel weird
is
walking in?
fucking yeah. this is expansive. This bedroom is huge. You see a 4-poster bed with these huge drapes down the side, pinned with these brass clamps. You see these 2 royal blue sofas that overlook these large glass doors that lead to the balcony overlooking the courtyard outside.
Has an ensuite bathroom.
And an ensuite bathroom, yeah. I'm going to open that door because they are glass. As you look through towards the balcony, you see another one of the creatures standing back to you, just looking out across the courtyard. But this one is different. You see the same mechanical legs, the same colours, the same ears, the same metals used to make the other, but this one has almost like an opened flower, like 5 big, long, can't even think of the word, appendages.
Limb.
Each one with its own No, because each one with its own singular eye and mouth, like the others you saw, but there's 5 of them. And it's just standing motionless, staring out across the courtyard.
Your expression.
Does it look like
Like fronds.
Does it look like a mind flare-ish?
No.
Mind flare.
No,
is
it
just
looks
a
like,
Pokemon.
imagine like a flower, but like it's 5 petals, but they've drooped. And each side of each petal has an eye and a mouth. Is the best way I can describe it. Hang on, if I just make it bigger, you can just see it.
Nah, I don't know whether you need to make it
No,
bigger.
I don't know that I need
No,
to
there
see
you
it.
go. Oh no.
I can't see it.
You have to go in the
yeah.
room.
Neither.
By the way.
Oh,
I
hang on.
know. I want to go in just to
Keep
see
a
it.
surprise. I'll put it on the. I'll put
no.
it on the episode. You'll just have to watch the episode, guys.
Don't like that.
Damien, is it all right if I move in just to see it, but except
Yeah.
not in the room?
I'd say
Nothing happens.
Luna probably stands there long enough going, what the fuck, that the rest of you It's not actually that big, but yeah, that is what
That's what I've been
you
looking
see
at for the last 2
standing
minutes.
on the balcony.
Going,
Yeah.
"Oh, I generally don't know what to do.
No.
Why?
What is that?
I don't like it.
Fuck knows. I don't really want to stay here much longer.
As you walk in, Magda, and you go, what is that? You watch as this thing.
I'd like to say I wouldn't shout it.
You watch as this thing spins, like all 5 of these sort of facial and eye appendages spin fast. The 360 joints sort of moving quickly with it, and it turns to face the door, and it begins to clatter very slowly on these like mechanical legs. So they don't jerk, and they don't. It's not like a horror movie. They move fluid but wrong. Like they move in ways they
It's
shouldn't.
like a horror movie to me.
No, but they move in ways they shouldn't. But it's fluid and it just glides as it walks. But the limbs they're moving in the wrong directions. They're twisted around each other. It shouldn't be over. It should be moving mechanically, but it isn't. Everything, as you watch this thing walk towards the balcony doors towards you all, everything about it is wrong, but it works.
The big bad is Todd Howard.
It comes as it comes towards the doors. You watch as it swings the doors open with one of these limbs and walks into the room, and you watch as it just stops. And you watch as it slowly turns, and as it does, each eye comes to the forefront, and each eye checks you over, moving and watching you all. Then you hear the crunching of the door as it's just, and it's gone.
The fuck?
Okay, I don't know what that was. What did you guys find out?
Sorry, Ben.
This is
you
so.
were talking about there being hope.
This is fucking crazy. But I don't want to leave my family dead.
What if we? Right, how do we get to that? But have we thought about going to the factory?
We could go to the factory. Should we just check all the bedrooms quickly and
Ben, does the book talk about any of the staff?
not on the page that I read, but I suppose I could look.
Is it worth taking?
I flick back. Oh wait, we've moved, haven't we? Right, I'm back.
So you go back to the room and you flip through the ledger. As you go back from where you started reading, everything has been blotted out.
Damn.
But it's been blotted out in such a way that it hasn't just been like a brush and ink has been taken. each line has a perfect black line over it throughout the entire book. You can read nothing back. Almost as if the entire book has been like digitally like redacted, but you can see that this is done with ink.
There's nothing else on the ledger, only those pages. I'm gonna take the pages with me. Can I do that?
You're gonna rip the pages out?
Yeah.
Or are you taking the book?
Take the book.
Oh, take the book.
Take the book.
Okay. You pick the book up. It's heavy, but it fits in your satchel and you're able to carry it.
Do you think I would have a bag of holding somewhere here?
No.
Laying around, surely.
Nice try.
I had to get rid of this one. It's the summer edition.
Can I go to my bedroom?
Your bedroom?
Yeah.
You can go to your bedroom. Your bedroom is over here.
I didn't see.
Can
where
I have
you
a poke
clicked.
around?
Where is it?
But
So your bedroom, you'd have to come basically out this way. So I'll just move you.
Thanks.
So
just quickly.
and it's through those doors there.
Oh.
Sorry, Magda, what did you say? Hang on, Jibs.
can I just have a poke around, like any letters or things like that while we're in here? I just want
What
to have a little look.
in the office?
In the bedroom?
Yeah. In the bedroom, you can roll an investigation.
I'm not very good at those though. 12.
Where are you looking? What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if there's any like, notes or letters, because just remembering when I worked in these sorts of houses that the owners would quite often write little notes and pass them on to members of staff or to each other or whatever, or they'd leave notes to say where they were going, or they'd have a diary of their schedule or whatever. I'm just looking around to
So you're
see
looking
if
for his,
on the dress
his mum's diary.
or on the desk or something. No, like a schedule rather than like a personal diary.
Mhm.
But if I happen to find one, I don't think I'd not.
So you do see on the dresser next to the bed, as you start going through the drawers, you open up the top drawer, and there is a small, quite small, almost pocket-sized, leather-bound journal.
Okay. I'm going to just flip it open.
As you flip it open,
Any random page.
as you flip it open, you see that where there was writing, it has been perfectly, each line meticulously blotted out.
What the fuck is going on in this house?
Indara.
I shout from down the hall. Yeah, she's right. There's something fucking going on.
Thank you, Benedict.
Ben!
Benedict, I found I think your mum's journal, but that's also been crossed out.
I was going to do the same sweep, but in the study.
Mm-hmm. I won't make you roll.
On the desk.
You start going through what you saw the creature
Like
before,
stacks,
perfectly stacking. You start lifting the paper, it's all blotted out. You take the letters that were stacked, you rip them open, and they are sealed. Some of them with wax seals, some of them with glue.
Yeah.
Inside, perfectly blotted out.
And the scrolls that were trying to be stacked.
Same. Everything you find in this office, apart from the 2 pages in that it showed you, has been blotted out.
Before we disappear out, Jack is just going to check the balcony door.
Which one?
The
this
one
way?
right in front of me. Mm-hmm.
So that leads into the withdrawing room. And then the balcony is through this door over here.
clarify about Anthony was the only one who wasn't on the list.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the drawing room that I've gone into?
Yeah.
Does it look disturbed at all?
Roll me an investigation.
Another nat 20.
Another nat 20.
Go on. You're next.
So as you look around, you see none of the furniture has been disturbed. There's nothing that's been cleaned, like you've seen in other rooms where they've just been cleaning certain things.
Hmm.
There are a lot of footprints in and out of this room. With a natural 20, you discern that through this chaos of footprints in the dust that lingers on the floor, there is one particular path that appears the most. And it goes from the door to... Where did I put it? There it is. It goes from the door to this table here. Back.
I'm going to have a look at the table.
So on the table, you see this is like a whole table. It is beautiful. It is carved with this, like, these etchings of dragons soaring, using their breath weapons on this table. The only thing set on this table you see is this huge ship in a bottle.
Okay.
I think you'll find that's called a credenza, Damien.
That's a
A
flower.
credenza, then.
That's a flower, Jen.
A credenza.
As you look closer at the ship in a bottle, and I'll say with a natural 20, you see that the water that's in the bottom is not water, obviously. You presume it's glass or something, but you see that the waves in there are perfectly square. Everything in there is perfectly square. You look at the sails, they're perfectly square. The cannons, the tiny model cannons sticking out the side of this ship in this bottle are perfectly square. The masts are perfectly square. And everything is in order. Each string holding up a sail is identical to the one next to it, and the one next to it is nothing.
It's almost like it's like a 3D representation, but it's almost like pixelated.
Yes.
It's Minecraft.
Like 8-bit.
It's like Minecraft.
Like an 8-bit. 3D
I'd also
model.
say, with a natural 20, you see that this model, either outside or inside, is perfectly clean.
Yeah.
I've just gone out to the balcony to see what the thing was looking at.
All right, we'll pop back to you, Jack. As you walk out onto the balcony, you see there's like a little breakfast table out here, obviously tea in the mornings and stuff like that. You see there's remnants actually of cold tea in a cup with mold growing on top, and a half-eaten sort of pastry of some kind that's now dry, and if you threw it at someone, it'd probably kill them. You see a telescope out here, a couple of seats. As you look out, you see this expansive rear courtyard, and it is beautifully inlaid, different colour stone, and the same thing, there's depictions of dragons and stuff across this huge courtyard out the back. As you look closer, you see, just for a second until you blink, it's almost as if they start to move, but they move in a way that's like gears clicking against each other, and you see this almost ripple across the whole courtyard, and then you blink and it looks like it did before.
I don't think we should spend too much time.
Yeah, Luna's
I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in and start trying to find where everyone else went, like fully freaked out.
Okay, so was there anything else you wanted to do in that room, Jacqueline?
The last thing I was going to do is just have a look in the door that I'm stood right next to.
So that door you open, and it leads you back out into another hallway where you see a multitude of other doors. From what Benedict said, this is probably the bedroom wing, where everyone else's bedrooms are.
He just mutters a very quiet prayer to Vermilion to find some blessing
Help
for whatever is going on in this house. And then he just closes the door and very, very quickly leaves. But what he does meticulously is closes every door behind him.
Okay. As you make your way back through and you see everyone heading, I presume, to where Benedict is.
Yeah.
Benedict, you know that through the door in front of you, there's sort of a small room that was like your library almost that leads to your...
Oh, that one's not my bedroom. Is it that one?
No, it's this one. It's here, the one you're in front
Oh,
of.
is that one?
Yeah.
I thought you said that's the library.
No. So as you open the door and you head through, you see there's a small room which you had... Well, don't open the door. Which you had set up. You see along one of the walls is a huge bookcase, which was all your books and scrolls and everything else. A small chair, you know.
My walk-in wardrobe.
No. This is where you would get dressed in the mornings, where you would be dressed. Through this door here is your own private bathroom, and then through this door here is your actual bedroom. And yes, if you want it to be a walk-in wardrobe, of course you can. I was taking the piss.
Yes. It looks lovely.
Read?
Oh, I'm just going to go to the bag section. Hold on. And I just get out my bag of
Look at your
clothing.
toilet.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I had this just lying around.
Obsessed.
There was no bag of holding.
The building burns down.
So as you enter this room, the bed is the first bedroom you've gone into. Like, you went into Lady Palazar's, the bed was perfectly pressed, like hospital corners. The bed is slightly unkempt in here, like almost a bit unmade. The room smells of like old lavender and incense. You see that there's a small desk it's cluttered with old components that you would have used for spells, so like dried herbs and cracked vials and bits like that, plus a lot of just random shit that you've amassed. None of it really worth anything, just shit you've gone, oh, I like that. I like the look of that. I'll keep that.
Especially what that is.
As you walk in, that's Rocky, that is.
Yeah.
As you walk in, that ticking that is now in the back of your head mirrors your own heartbeat and almost mirrors the walls around you feel alive. The house feels like it is in sync with you, in time with this ticking, your heartbeat. It's loud here.
Can I
almost deafening.
Does this feel real? Like, do I? Could it be all like some sort of illusion?
You can roll Arcana if you feel like someone's fucking with you magically.
Like, maybe this is just not real, you know? Okay, that's not bad. That's a 16 plus 0. That's 16.
160.
This isn't like 16 is more than high enough. This isn't an illusion. You know magic. You were born with magic. You weren't great at it for a long time, but you were born with magic. You know magic. You know what it feels like when you cast a spell. You know what it's like when magic affects you. this isn't an illusion. This that you're feeling, the house around you, the beating of your heart in time with the rhythm, it's unsettling yet calming at the same time. Does that make sense? You feel like you're meant to be in this exact moment, in this exact time. And everything that you spend your whole life worrying about, your magic, where does it come from? Is it because I'm a dragonborn? Is it my ancestry through that? Where did my magic come from? There are no other sorcerers in the family. It suddenly just makes sense. You have magic. You should have magic. You are meant to have magic. You don't know why.
Ben, do you think we should maybe get going?
Yeah, can I just leave a little note or something, maybe for my mother, maybe if she comes back?
I mean,
of course you can.
Yeah, of course. I mean, is there anywhere else you think we should look before we go into the factory?
I feel like we've been ever important. Maybe my brother's quarters, Anthony?
Wouldn't be a bad shout.
So you would know that Anthony's quarters are opposite your own.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, there was a model of a ship, just near your father's study.
Ah, yes, the
What was
condenser.
that about? Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful model. It looked like those things would go back and forward to look at it or clean it a lot.
That's strangely specific, isn't it?
Is it
So
it is.
a closer look?
I mean, the model is also a bit strange in the way that it's made.
How do you mean?
Well, it looks like it's made out of like bricks, like it's blocks.
Do I remember it looking like that?
no. So you know what model he's talking about. It is a model of your grandfather's ship. The one he sailed to Rivenwold. The man who built this house, who built the town, built the factory, started building automatons, who grew the Palazar name. That is, so you would know that that's Lord Kellen Palazar's ship in that model. But what Jack is describing is not what you remember.
That's not right. The ship, it's, I wouldn't say it's bricky. It looks like a ship.
There was definitely something really weird about it. I can't quite describe it. I mean, it was like lots of tiny squares, but they were like perfectly I mean, it looked like it looked like a perfect replica of the ship in the sea. And
I don't. Show me what you mean.
yeah,
Benedict, As you walk out onto the landing, leaving the room, and you say to Jacqueline, show me what you mean, with the intention of heading back to the model. As you walk out here onto the landing, you are deafened. You hear nothing. You see Jacqueline, his lips moving. You hear nothing except for the sound of humming and chanting and the clicking of gears in this rhythmic, the same beats per minute every single time, louder and louder to the point where you feel like your head is going to explode, and then it stops.
You all right?
Benedict?
My head. You know, I said I was hearing ticking.
Yeah.
That was just, now there's drumming and humming and singing and it's a bit much. Sorry, show me the ship.
Are you sure? I mean, we can go.
And we did need to check Anthony's room as well.
How about Magda and I check Anthony's room, and you and Jacqueline go and look at the ship?
Yeah, look, I'll.
Yeah.
He literally like puts his arm underneath yours and kind of steadies you a bit, and is like, look, maybe some fresh air will help.
And then I
Thank
think
you.
once we have done this, maybe we should leave.
Yeah.
I agree.
Where's Anthony's room?
This one here. As Jacqueline takes you and you begin to walk back down the corridor, it was loud. It was confusing. Didn't feel wrong. Kind of liked it. So you pair going into the bedroom
Yeah.
as they head back. Are you guys going in with them?
Yeah, we're going in.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't move anything
As you open
around.
the door,
Oh, work.
Jesus.
you see
Oh no.
You see this grand room. You see this double bed made with like this military precision, the same as you did in the other room. You see a desk dresser, all the normal stuff. It's a very elaborate room. You see a stud admiring itself in like this full length mirror in this room. You see another creature. You see two almost legs sticking out from underneath this ball that houses all these limbs, but they're almost like wires and tentacles made of metal. You see a single eye and a single mouth again, and as you come in you see that the tentacles moving around it, just whirring. You see all these hundreds of tiny little gears, if you has, and all these other things just whirring in perfect unison as this thing is just admiring itself in the mirror.
I don't say anything this time.
Okay.
I just nudge Indara like as if she can't see it somehow. I'm like nudging her like, look at this.
Okay, Indara is going to try and very carefully just like slip into the room.
Okay, do you want to roll me a sneak?
Let's see how well this goes.
Roll a sneak.
Roll a sneaky.
Roll a sneak.
Roll a sneaky. That would be 24.
Yeah, you sort of slip into the room and off to the side. This thing is pulling, and like the way they move, these tentacles, they're fluid, but they shouldn't be, but they are.
Okay.
Like everything about these creatures, as you watch them, you're like, they shouldn't move like this. They shouldn't be able to do it, but they can.
Does this thing seem to have more of a personality than the other ones did?
What are you looking for in the terms of personalities? You watch this thing from the corner.
Looking for more of a, it's not doing just stuff by almost like programming, almost by rote, just repeat. There's actually like seems to be some purpose in its head, or it's programming for what it's doing.
So you can either roll,
like repetitively doing things.
Yeah, you can either roll. I would say perception or insight.
I could do either actually because they're both equal. So let's have a. I will go insight, and that's a dirty 20.
Everyone's rolling so good today.
In the way that in the sense that you are looking for something because you think this thing might be being vain, maybe because it's staring at itself in the mirror. As you watch it with a dirty 20, you notice that sort of every sort of 10, maybe 15 seconds, it repeats the same series of arm movements. It blinks exactly this many times every few seconds. The left leg shifts to the right and then back a few seconds later and then back to the right. The arms, the fluid motions of the arms, they're not random. They're happening in the same events over and over. And you realize this thing is just repeating on the spot.
Okay. There's no way of getting past it without it really noticing me, is there?
I mean, you can try.
I mean, I'm going to have to.
You try anything. That's the game.
I'm not going to find it. I know. I'm not going to find anything else until I've got through this room. So I am just going to try and slip past behind it.
Okay. Roll me another stealth, please.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
I'm going to be watching from the doorway.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Oh, I like it. That's another 24. These dice can stay.
Can you give it to me?
It's
Sharing is caring.
my Lord of the Rings dice. It's me.
They're the one dice.
Yeah. They're the one ring. The dice with the ring.
One dice to rule them all.
You begin to creep across the room, and as you do, you're tracking. Like, you know it's going to move its leg now. It's going to slightly turn that way. It's going to blink. And you are fucking silent. Like, you hunt. You've hunted your entire life. You are akin to tracking creatures that are heightened senses of hearing. As you get past the bed and you turn to look, this thing is staring directly at you. As it does, you hear this crunching of gears as it just gone.
Where the fuck do these things go? Because they don't leave like any like residue or anything on the ground.
Nothing. They don't even like you would imagine something. It's almost imagine like a black hole collapsing in on itself. That's how they disappear. But there is no like explosion after the implosion. There is no. They don't even unsettle the dust around them when they disappear. They just go.
From the doorway, I'm just going to go, Indara, it's gone.
Yeah, I noticed. I did notice. Okay, Indara's just going to start poking around the room. She's going to be looking for any sort of schedule that Anthony might have in here, any sort of journal type thing, even a letter that might have been shoved somewhere and hidden and missed because he's got himself a mistress that he doesn't want his mum to find out about or something.
Okay.
She's just going to poke around. She knows what her brother's like, so she's going to make similar assumptions of Anthony.
I'm not even going to make you roll because there's nothing in there. You spend a couple of minutes and you are ripping through the whole room. Books you pull out, journals you pull out, everything. the same sort of redaction in ink until you open the drawer in the bedside table and you find a single note that hasn't been redacted. It's one word. Sorry, no, it's not. I lied. It's 2 words.
I lied.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 words with a question mark after it, and it is written in handwriting that is not perfect, that is not sharp, that doesn't look like it could have been typed by a typewriter. It is written in this beautiful sort of the same handwriting you have from your training as a child and going to school in the circles you went to. And it says 2 words. It says the axiomatic slate with a question mark. Whilst you're doing that, you pair make it back to the ship. Jacqueline shows you the ship, Benedict. It's the same ship, but it's all wrong. And that hum, that tick, that beating is loud here, like it was in your bedroom. The closer you get to this bottle.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
So you pick the bottle up and you hear it again. The clicking of gears, this time not as powerful. It doesn't stop you, it doesn't deafen you, but it's there and it's loud. Alongside the tick and the hum and the thrum that you've been hearing, you hear the mechanical, perfectly clicking gears in unison, the beats per minute perfect, the humming, the chanting as you pick this bottle up.
I can hear it. It feels weird, like this is all like right, like I'm meant to be here. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I mean, if they've been taking your family and making them a part of whatever this is, maybe that's its way of trying to make you feel like you should be a part of this too. Then I really think we should go.
I think we should go too, but this feels like something to do with my magic. More than... I don't know if it's got everything to do with what's going on here.
But maybe it's that it need. I mean, you're the only magic user?
Yes. There's no other
Maybe
sorcerers in my family.
Maybe that's what it's missing.
You're probably right.
As you're talking, Benedict, you feel, as you're still holding this bottle and the ship and this bottle in your hand, you feel that, like it's coming from inside the bottle, almost as if it's pulling you towards the ship inside the bottle. You still hear the chanting, the humming, the clicking of gears and machinery.
Feels like it's coming from in here a bit, as well as in here. What do you think if I smashed it?
I was about to say that.
I mean, as you know, me and my brother are usually very up for smashing things, but
Gross.
do you think that's wise?
I'm just going to hold it out and
As he's talking, as he's
And
saying, don't do it.
Not very wide.
Yeah,
The
Yes,
dogs.
a minus
Yeah,
one.
you see-
second.
Once again.
you see for a split second that Jack is like, no, I mean, it was a wrong time to probably make it a question.
It is you just edging it off the table as Jack's talking.
As
Yeah.
It's like cat
like a
moment.
cat.
No, I don't think that's
As
a good idea.
you drop this and it hits the floor, the singing, the chanting, the humming gets louder, almost to the point of deafening again, but this time it doesn't hurt. It's almost welcoming. You feel like it's for you. The singing, the chanting, the humming, it calms something within you. And as you look down, you see the ship and the bottle. You see the bottle smashed, and you see the ship itself has fallen apart. And you see in the middle of it all, you see a large bronze key etched from tail to tip with gears and wiring intricate as anything. And you, as you look at it, you feel that hum and that thrum again calling to you.
Wow. What the? Well, I'm glad nothing
Right.
bad happened, but
Oh, well, I mean, hold on a minute. Right. I mean, that was very risky. Yeah, and Jack
It
is like
felt so right.
held his breath for a few seconds there.
Would we have
Right.
heard that crack? where
Flashback
we
to
are?
the dog.
Oh, absolutely. You two would have heard that smash, yes.
Oh, yeah, we would be on our way.
All of you would have. Anyone that's not in that room with them, you just heard that smash and went, what the fuck?
The shit.
Ben
Yeah, we
smashing
would
things
have
again.
done towards the
We-
smash, but
Oh, it's
Ben,
fine. It's just Ben
if we
smashing
take-
things again.
If we take this, are you okay if we leave?
yes.
I'm gonna find just like some fabric or something, some cloth perhaps, that I can pick the key up with and kind of wrap it. Is there like a napkin? Is there
Yeah, I'd say because
on the-
there's like a bar and stuff to the side of you. You see some like cloth napkins perfectly stacked and folded
Yeah,
on this bar.
yeah.
All redacted.
I take like a
Serviettes,
handful.
Don't you?
I take a
Serviette
handful
for it.
and I take a handful. I pick up the key and wrap it in.
So as you go to pick up the key,
Mhm.
you hear this faint hum, and you watch as the key itself starts to what you think initially is vibrating. And as you look closer, as you bend down to pick it up, you see that beneath the key itself is almost sprouted hundreds and hundreds of tiny little legs. Little tiny versions of what you've seen on these creatures, and the key starts to scuttle towards the door.
oh,
No, catch that
Right,
key!
can I jump? Can I jump on it?
Roll me a straight dexterity.
Can I also try and jump on it from the other direction?
So it's heading out this door.
Which? Ah, wrong door. Never mind.
Or else, yes, you absolutely could have.
Can I use Mage Hand to try and grab it?
So Dex is 15.
Dex is 15. You want to cast Mage Hand and try and grab it.
Yeah.
So the time it would take you to cast Mage Hand
Oh,
and
it's a
try and
minute.
grab it,
Ah,
it would be gone.
yeah, it would be. Okay. Great.
15 as you try and jump on it, yeah? You dive. As you dive and you go bang, you lift up the serviettes and you see it going. You just missed it. And you watch
Yeah,
as
I was
fast
With
as
lights.
lightning, you watch as it flies out this door, scuttles across the office. And Dara, you see this thing. You see those, first thing you see those two barreling out the door together. and then you see this thing going across the floor next to you.
As I miss it, I just go, catch that fucking key.
I want a misty step.
Indara's kind of used to it, so she's going to try.
Get the key.
You can give it a go. I'd say with all the confusion of everything that's going on, you'd be rolling a disadvantage.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And you're like, shit, fuck, what? Oh, ah!
Yeah,
And then you're trying to grab it. This thing is moving fast. Just a straight dexterity to see if you can grab with disadvantage.
Oh, that was a 19 on the first one, so I'm on the second one. 16, and it's straight dex. 19.
You just, same again, you just miss it. Like, this thing is quick as fucking lightning. Like, this is faster than any rabbit you've hunted. Like, this thing is fast. And as you, like, you try and jump, but like, fuck, and and you watch as it disappears out of this door.
Oh, shit.
Scuttles out into the hallway. Where,
Could
obviously,
we at this point join
Elvrin.
in the chase?
Yeah, so Rin,
All three.
Luna, and Magda, you see something, you're not sure what it is because it's moving so fast. You see this like brass blur scuttle out of the door, and then you see these three running after something as this thing goes. I'll give you all a chance to try and catch it as it runs past if you want, or if you're just lost in the confusion of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, crap.
You can all roll dexterity.
Come on, guys.
Is it just dex or dex save?
Straight dex.
Straight deck. Oh, 21.
And is it disadvantage or advantage?
Disadvantage.
Damn.
Disadvantage?
Not 20.
Sorry.
Damn it. So
Did you?
21.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20 as well.
Yay, we both failed.
Did you? It's a shame you
But
don't
as
get
it
that
is,
20s on
it's-
ability checks.
I
isn't
put
it?
it's fun though.
No, it's a 13 because it's disadvantage.
Okay.
So my disadvantage
shall I
roll
roll
is
for-
I still got
Shall I
21
roll
on the-
for
If you want to, yeah. Yeah, if you want to.
14.
Okay. So Rin fucking stood there, sees it coming, sees you lot, sees Jackery go, get it! And he just goes bang on the ground. Just the fucking key was gone before he hit the ground. You just see a big cloud of dust come up around him. Luna, you jump and you grab it, and then it burns. And you fuck.
Okay, it's hot.
And
Don't
it
grab
keeps
it.
on going. Magda, what did you get?
a 13.
A 13. You
Yeah.
go to jump as Luna grabs it, and you sort of just land next to Luna after it's already gone, and you're both just on the floor, like faces this far apart, just like, oh, okay, it's
Hi.
gone.
I'm still running after it.
You watch as it
Hotkey.
speeds along the hallway past the stairs, and you see this thing is leaving like a little wake of dust as it runs because of all the settled dust on the floor. It runs all the way along here, and you see it's
Legs.
heading towards this door. As it gets about a foot away from this door, you watch as this key's pretty big. It's like a big, solid, heavy brass key. You watch as it fucking jumps into the air and lands perfectly in the lock. It doesn't touch the sides. It doesn't rattle. It jumps at this door that you're now facing, Benedict, and it perfectly slides into the lock. You hear a single click, and it's motionless.
Do we open it?
We best go then. Should all leave. 'cause-
Jack looks at Ben and is like,
It's not.
It's over there.
And you,
It's in
Ben, you hear it now clear as if it's happening from every angle around you. The chanting, the humming, the singing, the mechanical clicks, the gears whirring in perfect unison of each other. And it's like a warm summer's day. It's like sitting outside. You can sitting outside with your family, eating dinner. This is the warmest, the most at home, the most at peace with yourself you have ever felt. And that key is pulling you towards that door.
I'm gonna open it.
Ah,
Ja-
yeah.
I go,
Just
Yeah.
As you
as you're opening it, Jack is saying, just think about it for a second.
No.
Think about what we've seen. Think about what's happening around you.
It's fine. Don't worry about
Do it.
as you
when
open
you hear
the
the
door,
click.
it. Don't do it.
As you-
Yeah.
as you open the door and you feel yourself just pulled inside, and you step in just inside the doorway. You've been in this room a million times. Parties, birthday parties, balls. And unlike the rest of the house, this room is pristine. The floors are polished. The tapestries hanging on the walls are dust-free, perfectly steamed. As you look around more, you see the chandeliers. They hang motionless. Their crystal teardrops replaced by now these glowing brass cogs that hang above the room. The windows across that look out over the estate. So one wall entirely opposite from you is entirely made of floor to ceiling length windows, whereas they once would have looked out over the estate and the woods beyond. You now see it's the same picture, but the sky has turned this sort of bruised metallic copper color. The grass is the color of steel. In the center of the room, first of all, you see 6 creatures. You see them all around the house. You see the singular eyes. You see the different shapes, spheres, cubes. But they're moving in this perfect circle. And now this humming and this chanting, you've realized where it's coming from. It's these creatures. And you see these spheres, cubes, triangles, and this clicking brass and gears and cogs spiral in this rhythmic chanting dance. In the center of these 6 creatures is this massive centipede-like mechanical creature with 18 spindly arms and a single eye and mouth. You don't feel scared. It doesn't worry you. As it turns to look at you, its presence radiates just this pressure of pure logic. There's no chaos. Everything makes sense. As this thing turns to look at you and the eye focuses on you, we'll leave it there.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I think it's weirdly going to give me nightmares.
No, it'd be alright.
This entire thing.
Don't wait
I
till
mean,
you're
the
asleep.
centipede thing at the end was a really nice touch.
Horrid.
Yeah.
Can I just like
Yeah. Also,
Positive
love the
theory.
imagery of the key just running away like some fucking
Yeah.
weird little spider.
that like cartoon like, esque
And then leaping.
What?
Leaping? No thanks.
Leaping though.
So these are actual like Wizards of the Coast monsters. These aren't some weird homebrew shit I found. These
Oh,
are
start to worry
actual
about you.
official D&D 5e monsters, and it will all make
think I've
sense
seen them
next
before.
session. Yeah.
Mm.
But I saw them ages ago in a different campaign, and I was like, one day I'm going to use them, and then it will all make sense. I'm sure in the background it's probably making sense for Jackie already, but it will make sense. But they're just so fucking freaky, I had to use them.